He said that Jesus Christ has risen, and he is the open door.
How you doing, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Cajun Conservative, where we talk about life, we talk about liberty, and yes, we talk about the pursuit of happiness. And we're showing the world that Cajuns do have intelligence. Hope you're having a good day, good week, wherever you are located and you're tuning in. Remember to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the follow button. You can also find us on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Rumble and YouTube. So go ahead and like and share with a friend. Social media accounts, find us on Facebook, The Cajun Conservative Show. Find us on Twitter at The Cajun Show. Also, you can find us on True Social at The Cajun Conservative. Getting a lot of likes and follows from there. Please tell a friend. It helps out more than you know. Been a busy couple of days, ladies and gentlemen, since we had last spoke. We've had politicians endorse violence. We've had the DOJ say there's nothing going on here. And we have a president that's saying, I'm going to change everything with inflation, but he did not give us how he was going to do it. He just goes ahead and blame MAGA. But MAGA. I said MAGA. Wow, MAGA. Anyway, but before we go, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my guest. He's a faithful listener and a good friend. Please welcome Elijah Armentor. He's going to be helping me out tonight. Elijah, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, bro? Appreciate you letting me come, man.
Oh, no problem, man. So you've been listening for a while. How long you been listening for?
Oh, dude, I mean, right when you started, like, and you told me about it, I just been listening ever since. So, like, basically ever since you've been doing it.
So about a year and a half. Mm-hmm. So man, we're about to go into 2 years, dude.
Yeah, bro.
So because I started in November of 2020, right after the presidential election. So yeah, it's been a
that was a perfect time to start. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so why was it a perfect time to start?
No, I was just saying it like that, not to get into it.
In political, like a political firestorm. Hey, I'm gonna start a political podcast.
Yeah, let me just do that.
But anyway, so Elijah, how old you are, man?
I'm 20 years old.
You're 20 years old, and you've been to college, and
I went to college.
You're in the workforce now.
In the workforce, yep. Just working every day.
Man, how long has it been since you was on Brothers Just Searching? Because, man, we did that episode.
I think it was like a year ago or
you gave your testimony on that.
Yeah.
So, man, it's been that long since you've been in the studio?
Yeah, dude. I mean, everything pretty much, I mean, you can see my hair. You know, I did my hair. I mean, yeah.
Look like you fell in a wax cup.
Fell in that wax yellow
cup. But butter, yeah. No, the reason I'm asking is, and we're gonna get into topics later on, and we're gonna talk about little things that are happening. But I really wanted to team up with you because you are a young man and you're living in this political firestorm right now. You're working, you're learning how to provide for yourself, and what is it like? A lot of people consider me a young conservative because I'm on the right side of 30, not on the wrong side yet.
I must be really young.
Yeah, you're really young, but I want to know from the young conservative view, what is your view of seeing everything right now, man?
Man, I mean, seeing everything right now, you know, everything that's going on, like, you know, the riots and people protesting, and it's just like being like 20 years old and like having to know like what's going on. But I really don't know what's going on, and people around me my age, they don't know what's going on either. Like, but that's why like I always like listening to your show, because you always like fill me in what's going on, and then I get to tell my people what's going on. I tell them like that.
Do you when you tell someone what's going on, do they look at you cross-eyed like, no, that ain't
Yeah,
happening?
I have a few friends like that sometimes. It's like they're like, well, it's not like that, but like they'll say something like very like wrong and on the left, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I don't want to, and like they're my friends, but like I don't agree with what they're saying at all.
So as a young conservative, do you go ahead, and I'm going to put you on the spot
No,
here.
yeah, it's cool. I am nervous, but
do you go ahead and tell them, look, no, this is what it should be? Or
I mean, there has been times like I told them like they're saying like their side of something, and I'll be like, dude, that's like totally wrong. And they'll be like, dude, like no, bro. And then that's basically how I tell them. But
so that leads me up to my next question, because we're talking about violence a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
And look, any of my listeners that have been listening, you've been listening. Yeah. The last couple of episodes, I've been talking about Roe versus Wade and the violence, and I think the left has just put it up a notch these last couple of days since the last time we recorded. But do you feel like if I say something, they're going to be offended, so I should just keep my mouth shut? Or
Yeah, I do feel like that sometimes.
Why you feel that way? Is it just in the society we live in?
I mean, yeah, kind of. Not really the society. It's like not like trying to hurt somebody, you know what I'm saying? Which it shouldn't be like that, but like I just don't want to hurt their feelings or something. But I know I should tell them what's right. But
So no, I'm going to play devil advocate here, because do you feel that if you get into a fight, do you think that y'all can come to a term of agreeing to disagree? Because I'm seeing that right now. I've been in debates to where we're trying to get our point across, but at the end of the day, it's like hostile. It's like
really,
it's no, it's my way or no way. We just can't say, look, we disagree and let's be friends. You don't see that in your younger generation?
Oh, I mean, no, bro, not really. I mean, people, they'll have their like what they believe, you know what I'm saying, and they'll stick to with their group about like who they, believe the same thing. And if you don't like agree with them, they don't really mess with you like that.
Okay. So you be, unless you have other conservative friends,
yeah,
you're an outcast basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why you and me relate. Like we think the same. You know what I'm saying? That's why,
So that's why you listen to the Cajun Conservative every Monday and Thursday. Just a prop out there.
Just dropped.
This is drop right there. So, all right. So I'm gonna get into some topics, and we're gonna go ahead and get into to it. I'm gonna get your opinion on this stuff.
Right.
So this week, guys, we had a tragic event on Sunday night. A pro-life group was attacked in Wisconsin because of abortion. And this is what was a quote from one of the abortionists that were protesting, and they threw a Molotov cocktail into, I guess I said it right. But anyway, the abortionists were screaming outside while this building was burning, if abortions aren't safe, then you aren't either. I heard a video earlier of a woman telling the Supreme Court justice, if I can't pick my body, you can't rest in your house. So that is an incitement of violence, in my opinion. Elijah, if you hear someone say, if abortionists aren't safe, then you aren't either, what is that inciting? What is that bringing out?
Oh my goodness, like that's totally wrong.
It's violence.
Yeah,
violence.
Violence, exactly.
So when you hear these things, especially with January 6th, that politicians should not condone violence. They shouldn't incite violence. Remember, they blame Trump. Oh, Trump inciting a riot. And Trump's well, we had this article from Fox News right here, and it's something that I can't. I'm planning on doing a Cajun thought on YouTube with this. Pelosi allows protesters using righteous anger to march and mobilize as the Supreme Court sets to overturn Roe. The article reads, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi Monday lauded protesters, or said the protesters, expressing righteous anger in the wake of a leaked Supreme Court draft opinion that shows the court may be posed to overturn Roe. While we have seen and heard extreme anger in our communities, Pelosi, California said, we have been moved by how so much. Get
it out, bro.
I'm tired, man. By how so many have channeled their righteous anger into a meaningful action, planning to march and mobilize to make their voices heard. So, throwing a fireball into a Wisconsin pro-life group is righteous anger now.
Wow.
It's mobilizing it. But that sounds like, hey, mobilize and march, and isn't that inciting violence? Like I've said this, I'm not against protesting, but I am against violence.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
on this note, the DOJ is silent on abortion protests at Justice's home, despite federal law prohibiting picketing to influence cases. So it's against the law for them to try to influence a judge to go a certain way.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the Wisconsin pro-life group called out Pelosi as a inciting rhetoric after Molotov cocktail attack. So, ladies and gentlemen, and Elijah, the left is inciting violence. The left is endorsing violence, and I've learned this today. Well, I've always knew it. But the left is inciting violence as long as it fits their agenda. They endorse violence if it fits their agenda. So Elijah, give me your thought of what I just said, because I think this is crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, they're literally, like you said, inciting violence in front of the media, in front of everybody, and it's okay because it fits their agenda, just like you said. But if any right-wing, party would do that, they would be cut off in an instant. You know what I'm saying?
It goes to January 6th as well, because you remember January 6th. The MAGA movement went to Washington, and they had a riot. And look, I'm one of them. I did not condone this. I condemned it. I said, no, this is wrong. We should not do this. This is bad.
Yeah.
On the conservative side, when something happens like this, we condemn it.
Exactly.
But the left, and Elijah, you remember Ferguson and you remember Minneapolis when all the riots from George Floyd and stuff happened?
Yeah.
No Democrat could condemn that. No Democrat.
Don't surprise me.
Well, why? And now that adds on to a point. Though, why don't it surprise you?
Because the left is so messed up, dude. Like,
I say they're backwards.
They are backwards. You know, like what you say, hogwash. Yeah. They are bad. Like anything, they'll incite anything that's messed up, anything like that. But anytime the right would do anything like that, it's always cut off. That's what's messed up, bro.
Well, and look, I'm not gonna justify any means of it.
Yeah. I'm not trying to justify nothing either. Trust me, but no,
you
can see it.
Well, you can see, and look, that's the thing about hypocrisy. Because watch, you bringing that up. I got this article here. CNN.
Dude, you see, I didn't even, and it's already up.
CNN spins right-wing violence narrative as abortion activists rage nationwide. That came from the Daily Caller. It said corporate media outlets, including CNN, are spinning concerns that far-right extremists will commit violence due to the reporting pending Supreme Court decision to undo Roe versus Wade, even as pro-abortion activists take to the streets and are causing unrest across the country.
Are you serious?
That is CNN.
Oh my
CNN is
gosh.
worried about us inciting violence. We're not throwing Marital cocktails into a pro-life or an abortion clinic.
Bro, I cannot believe it.
Look at the hypocrisy of that.
That's, oh my God.
The hypocrisy in CNN. CNN released Friday of last week. Let me pull up my calendar to make sure we're politically correct.
Yeah, because before they check us.
Yeah, before they check us. So Friday, May 6th, CNN reported Friday, May 6th, quoted the U.S. Capitol Police they quoted a police alert of far-right calls for violence against a religious group planning a pro-abortion protest at the Supreme Court. Now, look, I'm not that far right. I'm not that far right. You get what I'm saying?
I feel
center's here and rights. I'm about halfway from the far right.
Yeah.
But what gets me is that CNN is worried about the right causing violence, and I'm thinking to myself,
look at the left.
Look at the left. Yeah.
Look at the left.
And look, that's why, look, you're a young conservative. I don't know if you listen to CNN or if you.
Yeah, I mean, I do sometimes, but that's about like the only thing I would watch.
Why you torture yourself? Why you torture yourself?
Dude, I don't know. That's the only thing I know that's news. Like,
well, Fox News, you got Newsmax.
Yeah, man, Fox News.
You've been listening to my program for a year and a half. Come on, man. No, but it's
CNN. I'll watch like on YouTube, but the news, like I watch Fox News, bro.
Yeah. I don't even watch Fox News a lot of times. But anyway, it just shows the point of the narrative for this. Hey, we're gonna worry about the left attacking the ones that are causing the violence. I don't get that. I don't get that, Elijah.
Dude, me neither, bro. It's like I just don't get what they think. Like,
well, and look, it's a narrative. It's a narrative that
it is that too.
It's a narrative of trying. And look, Elijah, like I said, I'm glad you're here. We might go into the next segment with this. I didn't have this plan, but I wanna bring that out because I honestly think the left is targeting men like you and women of your age because you are very influential right now. Yeah. And look, even somebody on the left will tell me that, oh, you're influencing this young man in the wrong way. But I want to bring you both facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I want to bring you both opinions. You decide the fact. That's how it's supposed to be. But if you go ahead and you look at this, I just there's violence in the street. And I quoted it last time I was on the podcast, or the last episode of the podcast, how there was a pro-abortion protest in LA, and they were beating up cars and beating up cops.
Wow.
But they're worried about the right wing being violent.
It doesn't make sense.
It
bro.
don't make sense, and that's the I don't know, man.
Oh, bro.
I think, when did I say this? Help me out, Elijah. Was it the last episode or the episode before that? I don't know if you heard Monday's episode.
I didn't hear Monday's.
Okay,
sorry.
So, but it's all right. I said when I'm speechless about the left, I always think, man, they cannot go any. They
can't go any further than that.
And
the next time they surprise us.
Oh, they're
worse.
Nuts. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back after this short break with the Cajun Conservative and Elijah Armentor. Stay tuned. How you doing, everyone? Isaac here. I'm the Cajun Conservative, and I want to thank Brother Lanny Hayes from Hayes' Dump Truck Service for their generous support of the Cajun Conservative and Brothers Just Searching. Hayes' Dump Truck Service serves the Lafayette and surrounding areas. If you have any job that you need done, like cleanup or hauling material to your job site or your home, we haul limestone, we haul sand, we haul topsoil, any type of material you need. If you're in the Lafayette and surrounding areas, please call Brother Lanny Hayes at 337-852-8043. Remember, Hayes' Dump Truck Service, where Jesus is Lord of the company. All right, everybody, welcome back to the second segment of the Cajun Conservative Show, the second midweek episode. Now I say that, because we're not on the radio, and people might look at the podcast, oh, look, a new episode, and they might listen. But anyway, this is my midweek episode. This is and look, Elijah, to be honest with you, this decision you helped with.
What's that?
This decision of doing a second episode in the middle of the week.
Oh, dude.
Because I remember I was talking to you one day. I said, I'm thinking about doing a second. And you're like, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
dude. I look forward to it.
You look forward to it.
Yeah, like it gets, like when I plug it in, I put in my headphones, I'm zoning, I'm listening to you, and it's awesome.
So I got a question. What do you do when I get excited?
Dude.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you this. You are hilarious, dude. Like, just like the stuff you make in the remarks for like the left is like hilarious, dude. I bust out laughing every time.
So I'm a comedian, huh?
Dude, you're a comedian conservative. Trust me.
Comedian conservative. Why didn't you tell me that
CCC.
before? CCC.
Cajun conservative comedian.
Nah. If I ever get pulled off of social media, I can probably call that my next show.
Yeah, your next gig.
Well, I thought, and I'm giving some insight when I was deciding to do this and setting up, I was thinking about calling myself the Christian Conservative. Mm-hmm. And then I went with the Cajun Conservative, 'cause I think it was already used or whatnot. Yeah. But I think one of the, I thought about the Christian Cajun Conservative. And I was just like, that is way too long.
Yeah,
so I just stayed with the Cajun Conservative. Yeah. I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
it's just,
and it fits, like it's cool.
Yeah, well, and like I told my buddy Noel from the Cajun Libertarian that I had on a while back, and great guy. I was calling him Cajun, and I said, man, it feels weird because every time I'm on an interview, they call me by name, but like Scott Ford goes ahead and calls me Cajun. He's like, what's up, Cajun? Yeah, Scott Ford is look, and talking about Scott, I know his ad's coming up, but go check him out on True Social. I think I got I might not have his information. Just type in the Scott Ford Show. It should pop up. He's on Twitter now. I don't know his user's name because it's Scott Foe and all kind of numbers.
Didn't they flag him on YouTube or something?
Yes. Well, he's not on YouTube no more. And that, we were talking about CNN and everything pushing a narrative, but social big tech media is doing the same thing. Yeah. And, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, a lot. And look, I'm not on TikTok, but a lot of these social media people are censoring for people couldn't hear conservatism. And it's a shame that Scott spent 2 years pouring his heart out into YouTube, and just for them to say, no, we're not going to go ahead and monetize you, we're not going to go ahead and promote you, we're not going to do nothing. And he went to Rumble. Now I'm on both platforms. I'm on YouTube and Rumble. But I've learned something with this, and I got some people that listen to me on Rumble and YouTube, but this is a lot of people like me doing this as a radio thing or a podcast thing.
Yeah.
And I get what it is. People can hear, because you're not the only one that said you put your earbuds in, you work. My buddy Brandon Porsche that was here the other day, he said the same thing. He was like, yeah, I put my headphones on, or I put it on the side. Me and one other guy listens, and we just have fun with it.
Yeah.
So that when I hear stuff like that, that's. But back to Scott, man. Yeah, Scott, go check out his Rumble channel, the Scott Ford Show, all one word. And gonna give him some props right there. Talked to him this morning, by the way. We're working on a project together.
He's pretty cool, dude. I like him.
Oh yeah, I love Scott. He's a clown, but I like Scott. I guess that's why we're so much good friends, and I call him brother. He calls me brother. We just got that sense of humor.
That's cool. It's like a bond. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, dude. Hey, that all started out from a whim. I told the story on the podcast a lot. It was just someone reached out to us and said, I think you should go ahead and check out Scott Ford. And I was like, okay. And they knew him. They told him to check me out. And I think like a week later, we got on the phone. We talked. And I was like, you got to come on my show. He's like, yeah, you got to come on mine
That's
too.
awesome, dude.
And that was about a year and a quarter ago. Well, no, it happened in February. So over a year now.
Yeah.
So me and Scott's been good friends for a year. And love you, Scott. I know you're listening. Anyway, so let's start on this. And we just finished talking about the left endorsing violence. But we're going to get into some freaky stuff right here.
Sure.
So my dad, I love my dad. My dad's the pastor of Coda Homes Fellowship. And he is the host. His sermons are Sermons on the Swamp.
Sermons from the Swamp.
Sermons from the Swamp.
Yes, sir.
And great sermons out there. And but he calls me last night. And he says, Isaac, do you know what I just heard? I was like, so let me just give you some context. For my dad to call and tell me a story is rare.
Oh, Lord.
I'm telling him stories, and my dad said, no, you got to put this in the Cajun Conservative. When I seen this, like, oh, yes, this got to be in there, because I'm going to tell people how the government is spending your tax dollars.
Oh, dude.
I'm going to tell the people how.
He told you that?
No, I'm saying that. I'm telling that to the audience right now. No, my dad didn't say that. My dad's just like, this is crazy. Anyway, so NASA, you know, the company that does space and everything like this, is starting a new project. And I think this project is this project is to go ahead and really go ahead. So this is from the Tribune. I never quoted from them, so this is the first time. NASA sending naked images of humans in space to allure aliens or to attract aliens. So, hunt for potential life on other planets and existence of human-like creatures has always been a topic of research for the last few decades. Space agencies from across the world are trying their best to develop a communication strike with aliens. In one such attempt, U.S. Space Agency NASA has adapted a particular tactic of sending news into space to lure aliens. So, they never met one, but they know they're lustful after the human body. NASA is sending nude pictures.
Dude, there's no way that's real.
It's
that
real.
Is insane.
Hey, look.
Because look at this. I work to bust my back so they can send nudes to aliens. Dude.
I hope they're not sending pictures of Kamala Harris and Biden.
Oh, they probably like that.
No, they aliens going like, send it back. Send it back. Send it back.
Dude, that's insane, dog. Like
to lure, they don't know they're there though. They just
what makes them think aliens gonna want that?
Especially if they got a big head and a skinny body.
Dude, they're oh my goodness, NASA. Come on, man.
Hey, but you gotta think of some Elijah. This is Biden and Kamala's administration.
Like I said, don't surprise me. Look like aliens. They want to see aliens. Hey, send them.
I'm just. They look at Biden. Take it to your leader. We don't have one.
Take our leader.
Take our leader.
Later.
They scan Biden's brain like there's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there. Send it back.
They might look at Trump and like, that's his MAGA.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Oh,
that's funny, dude. That's stupid though, bro. Come on now.
Hey, I'm just. Hey, look, they don't know.
So that's for us.
Yeah,
Our tax.
Apparently, NASA's a government agency that gets funded by the government. So I'm just
goodness, that's so retarded, bro.
how look, you know our country's messed up. How did we get from being the first ones to land on the moon to saying, hey, we're sending news to attract aliens to Earth?
That's crazy how fast and like we've advanced like that to even think about doing that.
Look, the accomplishment, to send a photo
Exactly.
into space.
To space. And
it's amazing.
What to send? Let's send some news.
Let's send some news.
Dude, that's insane, bro.
Let's some Tatum, the one that played on Magic Mike. I never watched it, but
I don't know.
Tatum. I know his last
Channing
name. Tatum, and Jennifer Lopez is the body. Let's send them to space.
Oh my God!
I hope Kamala Harris didn't say, I volunteer. Like I said, the aliens were like, send it back.
Dog.
All right, look, I'm sorry. Look, audience, I know you're not used to this, but
That's hilarious, dude.
I'm just imagining an alien like, we're getting a transmission. Oh my God, send it back. Return the sender. It came from the USA. That explain it. Shred it. Get rid of it.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's funny, dude.
Anyway,
comedian. I told you.
Hey, I'm just, like I said,
and we're just talking. It's just funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. It's just
ridiculous and funny at the same time.
Elijah, what the Bible said, to professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
They became fools, big time.
And look, I want to see the report that said, hey, aliens like nude photos.
Yeah. They nasty, dude. Come on now.
Well, we don't even know there's. Look, I don't believe there's.
No, I'm talking about NASA.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So, but I'm gonna quote Ken Hovind. Was it Ken Hovind? No. Anyway, it was somebody. They asked a professor, hey, it was Ken Hovind. They asked Ken Hovind, they said, do you believe there's intelligent life on other planets? Ken Hovind said, nope, there's not intelligent life on this planet.
Facts.
Dude,
oh my goodness.
And look, on that note, like I said, I don't talk about science too much on here. Unless it's about abortion and other stuff like that, but you're looking for life outside other planets and stuff. I don't believe it. Just the Bible don't indicate it to begin with. I'm not saying there's nothing out there, but what creature would travel millions of light years away to see a little dot? I don't know.
I feel like they just want it to be like they want aliens to be real so bad that they'll think so much.
You know what gets me is like Richard Dawkins from Expelled. He was Ben Stein did that movie Expelled a few years ago, and he asked Richard Dawkins about intelligent life or not intelligent design. That's what he called creation. And Richard Dawkins, a devout atheist and evolutionist, said, nope, there's no way that a God in the universe could create something. While he was questioning him, he asked a question. He said, well, they always talk about the Big Bang. Well, that's just a theory, he says. There could have been intelligent life from other planets that maybe started our life. Ben Stein stopped the video and said, wait a minute. You told me it's impossible for a God to create everything, but you're telling me aliens did it. I think that's what it is. They're trying to give us a theory of everything except God.
Yeah.
And look, that's where our nation has come to. Our nation hate everything but God. Evolution, morals, everything. It just you can't answer that. Anyway, let's talk about a little bit of social media. So Elon Musk set the internet on fire a couple of days ago. He tweeted saying if he died under mysterious circumstances, look into it. And they made jokes out of that. They said, what you did to offend the Clintons. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk ignited a firestorm on social media by suggesting that he might die under mysterious circumstances. While some on Twitter rushed to conclude that he might fear the Clintons, it seemed the CEO might have been referring to a potential threat from Russia.
No, huh?
Yeah, so if I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing you, Musk, who is also the CEO of SpaceX and who recently acquired Twitter, posted on social media, the social media platform. So yeah,
he posted that?
Yeah, he posted that.
When was that?
Oh, let's go see. on Monday, the 16th the 9th of May.
Dang.
Yeah, so
Why, son?
well, like I said, now Russia, I don't know if Russia's mad at him for buying out Twitter, but
Why would they, dude? That's crazy.
I don't know.
Bro.
But we also got some other Elon Musk moves. Now we are recording on a Tuesday, so Wednesday's topics will be covered on Monday. Yeah, but Elon Musk also said today that he was going to reverse Trump's Twitter ban on. He's going to reverse Trump's Twitter ban, and he was going to let Trump be back on Twitter. We know that Trump said, no, I'm not going back on Twitter. I got True Social, which we are on at the Cajun Conservative. So, yeah, so Elon Musk is starting up a lot of stuff. Now, I got a question, because that might be old news to a lot of people, but as a young person, I started a Twitter account for the Cajun Conservative, but what did you think about Elon Musk buying out Twitter?
Dude, I mean, just the fact that he paid that much.
$44 billion, yeah.
That was insane, bro. Just to let me go buy that app. Dude, well, that was my first, like, golly, like, that's crazy. But it also was, like really cool because he said it himself, like, he feels like our freedom of speech is, like, going to waste, kind of. So that's pretty cool how he's buying it so he has control and he could do whatever he pleases. So he knows, like, that we could say what we still want.
Well, okay, so back to the first topic of you young, you have friends that are left-leaning. I don't know, left-leaning liberal, but they're more left-leaning than right-leaning. What did they think about it? Did they think that this is a threat? Or what did they say about this?
I mean, nobody really said nothing, like, politically about it. They just really was crazy about how much he paid for it. That's really
$44 billion, man.
Dude.
You know what
just
I can
pocket change,
yeah,
bro.
you know what I can do with $44 billion? A lot.
Yeah, I was set for life.
Oh, life. Sheesh. I wouldn't have to work a day in my life again.
Oh, what?
But
hey,
hey,
but that man he's worked, like, for real.
yeah, he has a lot of money. A lot of money. So, but man, we went through the second segment already. Can you believe that?
Where's one more segment?
We got one more segment.
Bruh.
You plan to stay around, I hope.
Oh, what?
All right, guys, we'll be right back after this short break.
Cheers and good on you, boys and girls. My name is Scott Ford, and I have a show on Rumble. It's the Scott Ford Show, all in one word, the Scott Ford Show, and it's on Rumble. And I also have a motivational success show on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell. That would mean a lot to me. Enjoy your life. Thank you, Isaac. God bless.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the third and final segment of the show today. Elijah, hope you're having a good time, man.
Dude, I've had a good time, son. I can't believe it's almost over.
Man, time flies by when you're
Yeah,
having
having
fun,
fun.
man.
Can't say it more.
So, but anyway, guys, so we're going to get back to our president, Joe Biden. So Biden went ahead and did a speech today, and this was put out yesterday. President Joe Biden will give a speech on inflation from the White House Tuesday, May 10th. As prices of everyday and essentials items continue to skyrocket, inflicting sufferings on American families, the president will deliver remarks on his plan to fight inflation and lower costs for working families and contrast his approach with congressional Republicans' ultra mega plan. That was the day, like, ultra mega. On a side note, he's been using that. Like, the other day he said mega is the most extreme political movement out there in the world today, and I'm like, well, the left is blowing up buildings. So not blowing up buildings, but setting buildings on fire. What's more extreme than that? Anyway, but he does believe that mega is a movement that's evil, and he planned to raise taxes on 75 million American families and threatened to suspend programs like Social Security, Medicaid, and medical card. The White House details on the weekly schedule, but now this has come from the town hall media. But many of Biden's claims on inflation and tax increase, especially his continued blame shifting on Trump administration and Republicans, have already been debunked. But now he did. Now I can tell you one that I already caught. He said he wouldn't go ahead and raise taxes on anybody that made under $400,000. The truth is that President Biden's economy policies have led to the worst inflation effect in our economy in 40 years. That means the average person in our country has experienced an invisible tax that is enduring their superpower, Scott said during a recent interview with Fox Business. So a lot of the stuff that he said has been written in the speech is debunked already. And just so happened the day that he is making that speech, which is kind of weird because I think the Lord has a sense of humor. Because every time he does something, I'm going to fix it, something bad happens. Yeah. But anyway, gas prices today, May 10th, 2022, rise to an all-time high. And rising inflation and President Biden's restrictions on oil and gas production. So today, regular is hitting the average of $4.34 a gallon. Here in Louisiana, I think it's still $4. Diesel, I believe diesel hit $5.30 cents a gallon. I'm looking for that right now. Guess what? Now, guess what the worst places of gas they have? California, Nevada, Oregon, Washington. The cheapest gas, well, they say the cheapest. No, Louisiana. Louisiana is sitting at $4.04 a gallon average. So Biden is blaming the mega movement. He is blaming, and look, this is all a lot of old news. We know this, but Biden is blaming everyone except himself. Breitbart wrote an article before we came on the air. Joe Biden blames everything but himself for inflation in speech, offering no new solutions. Go figure that. President Joe Biden.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. Joe Biden delivered another speech at the White House about inflation on Tuesday, blaming everyone but himself, skyrocketing prices. I think our policies help, no hurt, he said to reporters when asked if he accepts responsibilities for the problems. Elijah, and like I said, I'm pointing because you're a young conservative. You never seen anything like that. I haven't seen anything like this.
Nobody has.
Do you know when the last time inflation was this high? Right before Ronald Reagan got into office. That was in 81.
Dang. That's crazy.
That is crazy, dude. And you... I'm just
Biden, what are you doing?
Well, this is the thing. This is what gets me about this whole situation. Before Trump was out of office, we had, remember $1.75?
Yeah, I remember.
Inflation, I think inflation was like at 4%.
Dude.
3-4%. The economy was going, because I was supposed to mention that in my last episode, I believe, but the Dow dropped last week 1,200 points. The GDP has dropped again. Normally, the media will be screaming recession because if the GDP drops twice, we're in a recession. But the GDP was up with Donald Trump.
Brother. All because he sent some mean tweets.
I was about to say that. I know this dude. Woo!
All because he sent some mean like, just think about that. They literally based everything off of that, and now we have somebody in office, don't know what he's doing, don't know where he's at.
Our country is spiraling.
I think it's
down.
He thinks about his ice cream, like, dude, it's bad, dude. This is sad.
No, it is bad. It's just, you know what. And look, as a young person, I bet you like going hang out with people and you like spending money.
Yeah,
but
a little too much.
Well, how can you do that now, though?
Exactly, like
you get what I'm saying. And look, this is one thing I heard him earlier. He was saying how jobs are up, increase of wages up, but it don't matter.
When you take jobs away from people, of course they're gonna be up later on.
That's the only reason why the unemployment rate's up right now.
Yeah,
it's because of COVID-19 in 2020.
Yeah.
Now, but this is what bothers me. Okay, and Trump didn't really have nothing to say. I did that, my fault. But Trump, at least when Trump did something, it helped the country. Look, I tell people, look at the history. A year and a half ago, America was set up.
Yes.
What happened a year and a half later? Oh, we changed
destruction.
Destruction. And you know, look, and there's some things. They have people with theories about the election of 2020. Some of them I believe, some of them I don't. But, the Democrats, it don't matter if that election was fraudulently taken or not. History shows every time a Democrat Party or the Democrat Party took over, they failed. Look, going to tax 75 million American people. Because then this is Biden's thinking. If I tax the rich and get more money, it's going to slow down inflation. Not if you keep printing money. It's like this, Elijah. If I go ahead and give you a credit card and you max it out and you don't pay it back, I say that's okay, Elijah. Take another credit card. Take another credit card. I'm gonna extend the credit, and I keep doing that.
It's like every time we get like a Republican, they're in the building upstage, and every time a Democrat comes back, it all falls back down.
Well, the reason that is because Democrats think 10 years down the line. Look, I'm a Republican, but I identify as a conservative. Yeah. In this day and age, I can do that.
Views, yeah.
But that's why I say I'm a conservative. But Republicans, when they do something, they think a year or maybe 2. Or the right now. How can we change right now? Which is good in a sense. There's sometimes you need to say, look, we need to change this right now and not worry about it later on. Prime example, Roe versus Wade. We need to change that now. Why? Because we got 6 conservative justices on the Supreme Court. We know for sure 5 are going to vote to overturn Roe versus Wade and finally say it's not constitutional. And do it right, because even liberal judges were scared. They voted against it, but they knew it wasn't constitutional. So that shows that they were just doing it for political purposes. But if you change that now, it's going to affect. Hopefully, another court case don't go like Roe versus Wade that naturalize abortion again. They're not being dangerous. But that's going to last for years. So that should be done now. But Republicans don't look at in the future. They look at now. Oh, how can we change it now to get our popularity up? Democrats don't care about that. They care about their popularity during election time, like right now. This is why inflation's hurting them, gas prices hurt them, supply chains is core. And look, they're all blaming Biden, but what party Biden's part of? He's part of the Democrats. But normally, Democrats, see, that's what made Obama so dangerous. Obama did not care about now. I want to see if what my decision made now, what it's going to do in 10 years. And it did that. What hurt them was Trump. See, Hillary was supposed to be the third, and that was going to be their final straw. And I think that's why they're doing so much with Biden right now. They're trying to make sure they get as much done now to hurt the country before the midterms.
Yeah, it's insane.
But that's why I don't like about the Republican Party. The Republican Party don't strategize beyond tomorrow. And that's the scary thing. And look, the Republicans that are doing that, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Carthorne, there's another lady in Pennsylvania. She's a big MAGA person. They're thinking down the line. A lot of these, like Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is not worried about tomorrow. He's worried about tomorrow with his state and everything, but he's worried about the country. That's why he's attacking Disney. Or I say attacking Disney. That's why he's putting restrictions on Disney. Some of my left friends were like, yeah, you said it right, attacking. But no. Listen, I'm just... If I was by myself, I'll probably be going off. I'm holding myself down a little bit.
No, go ahead, dude. It's the last segment.
But this makes me angry. We live in the greatest country in the world, and we're letting a buffoon. And I hate to call the president that.
It's sad.
It could be worse. We could have Kamala Harris in there. But I don't know, man. I cannot just sit down and I don't understand when I talk to a person that leans more to the left. Especially, and look, I have a good friend. We haven't talked politics in a while. But one of my friends swore by Biden. Oh, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. We're not going to have this mean, evil orange man no more. And I'm thinking to myself, like you said, because of a mean tweet. I'm going to quote Scott Ford. We quoted him earlier. We talked about him earlier. He made an episode, and that's when he was on YouTube. He said, I would take $1.75 a gallon gas in a mean tweet right now.
Yeah, exactly. Gladly.
So, but
I would laugh.
But no, Elijah, you know what's bad about this too is you have, you're young. See, I'm like I said, I'm still young. I'm a little older than you, but what about us? You get what I'm saying? You know, if inflation's reaching, it's at 8.5.
Yeah, because this affects all of us. Like,
yeah, it affects just not us. It affects our kids. You know, our kids are paying off this debt. My youngest son is 7. He didn't even go to work yet, and he's indebted.
Yep.
And this country is just, and look, don't get me wrong. I can't, Trump with inflation, it rises with Trump because Trump put into the military. And I think they could have did something better for the military, but unfortunately, we're faced with that. But man, we got a rough road ahead of us, my friend. We got a rough road ahead of me.
A lot of prayers.
Oh, a lot of them. I bet the Lord's like saying, I'm tired of hearing about America. The Lord's probably up there like, man, these people are praying a lot. No, he knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. So, but anyway, so we're about to wrap it up. Elijah, how do you like being on the Cajun Conservative?
Man, dude, I had a good time, bro.
You had a good time,
I enjoyed it. I was nervous, dude, but it's just like we was just talking to each other.
Well, and that's what I like about podcasting, man. Like Brothers Just Searching. That's what and you've been on Brothers Just Searching already.
Yeah, I know how it is, dude. I want to come on there one time too, man.
We got 4. We got 4
booked,
people
I already
now.
know.
We
Y'all
booked,
booked
man.
up.
We
That's all right.
But no, by any chance, on that note, did you see the newest episodes on the 7-Day Adventist that we did?
I did not, bro. I'm
You gotta
sorry,
go check that
dude.
out.
This week was crazy. I just didn't have time. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, you don't have to apologize.
But tell me what was on it?
The 7-Day Adventist. We did a whole month on that religion. Remember we did like the Jehovah's
yeah,
Witness?
I do remember that.
We broke down 7-Day Adventists and everything like that.
Dude, I'm gonna go listen to it.
On that note, go check out Brothers Just Searching on Apple, Google, Spotify, and YouTube. So we're having a good time, man. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Me too,
These
dog.
midweek shows really go ahead and take it out of me. But that's okay. Everybody, I want to thank you for listening to the Cajun Conservative. And I want to go ahead and tell you that I appreciate you. I love you. Heart bubbles, as Scott Ford said. I'm going to steal. Scott, you're listening. I know you're listening.
He's going
and you're gonna text me and say why you're stealing all my lines. I'm gonna get a phone call from Scott.
His lines, bro?
And you know what Scott's gonna say? I'm sending my lawyer. No, the one that and I'm gonna be like, you already gave me your 2 cents, so it don't matter. But anyway, as Scott says, heart bubbles. But no, I do love every single one of you guys. If you can do me a favor, this is your first time again, hit the subscribe button. And also, if you're a faithful listener, please share it with a friend. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share it on True Social. To everyone that's followed me, I appreciate your support. Maybe one day I'll be able to do this full time and release a show and do like Dan Bongino. You know.
Yes, sir.
Having maybe another Rush Limbaugh in the making. We don't know. Anyway, Elijah, thank you again, man. It was an honor and privilege to have you on.
Appreciate it, bro.
Anytime
For
you're in
real.
the neighborhood,
Anytime, man.
come pass by, man.
You already know.
So, all right, everybody. I want to thank you for listening to the Cajun Conservative. Remember, Jesus Christ is coming back, and he's coming back soon. So don't be faint of heart, because Jesus has overcome the world. If you don't know Jesus Christ, your personal Lord and Savior, please send me a message at thecajunconservative5@gmail.com, and I will tell you how to make Jesus your eternal Savior and heaven your eternal home. So until next week, until next time, be blessed, be encouraged. You have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.
He said, Jesus Christ has risen, and he is the open door. He said that Jesus Christ has risen, and he is the open door.